Welcome to KCBD. I want to show you some of our studio and our control room. So first let's take a look at the control room. And here you're going to find what's the nerve center during the newscast. This is where our director is, our producers are here, audio people are here, graphics people are here, and occasionally a few other people thrown in to make everything come together as far as the video goes, the pictures, and the sounds. It gets really interesting, especially when we have the live shots going on. Now let's go on out into the studio so I can show you out here what's going on during the newscast. We have an interview set to your left, and then we have our bigger set that's showing up here, where this is typically where you're going to see Karen doing the Healthwise interviews. This larger set here, this is where you're going to see Pete and Abner and Karen and John during the evening newscasts, and Sharon and I will be at this desk during daybreak today and also at noontime. So this is our set. We have some of our cameras over here. On the front of the cameras, we have what's called a teleprompter, so that when our news and sports people look into the lens, which is actually behind this tinted glass, they're actually reading script right there, and then there's a TV below that so we can all see what's on air at the same time. So let's check out the weather department though. This is where we work. This is our office, and a lot of computers here. This is where we gather data, look at different things that will help us determine what the forecast is going to be. Of course, we use a lot of computer generated guidance these days, so lots and lots of computers. Some of these computers actually are part of our Super Doppler HD3, which is what we have right here. So this is where we control the Doppler, and we've got the mouse right here next to it so that we can control it from this station. And we also can control it from the remote control that we have here. There's a number of buttons on it, and depending on how we set things up and what button that we might push, for instance, this is an advanced button here that I'm pushing. It's just changing the views, and we can preset those kind of views so we can operate it from in front of our green screen. And let me lower that for you here. This is what's called our green screen. Behind it, there's actually a couple of doors and some ladders and some floor. But as this comes down, when we're doing the weathercast, we're actually looking at a camera that's out in this direction. Right now, there's nobody behind that camera operating it. But from the perspective of that camera, when it looks at us doing the weather, it sees the green wall behind us. But using the electronics that we have in the control room and another part of the station, can actually take everything that it sees as green and remove it from the picture so that we're left with the weatherman. We remove the green wall, and then we can put any other video behind the weather person there, and that's how we get all those weather maps behind us and the pictures and the images. So I want to thank you for joining me on this tour today. You can see it in play during daybreak today from 5 to 7 a.m., our noon newscast from 12 to 12:30. Of course, we have our new 4 o'clock newscast, and we have more news at 5, 6, and 10 weeknights. Thanks for joining me.